How's it going, everyone? College Lefty, and in this video I believe SDS has accidentally leaked the 6th inning bosses. I'll go ahead and hide the face cam so that way we can see the entire screen. We'll go over some of this updated schedule here. And big shout out to Domino's and D-Fire Girl. They were the ones that sent me this screenshot of the leaked 6th inning bosses. And I'm going to be getting into that as well as the brand new content that we kind of predicted. We were hoping for the set 33 headliner Charlie Blackmon, and we'll be comparing that card to his card from last year as well. But we can also see that there will be a brand new Primetime 2 event featuring Prime Series cards and Face of the Franchise players. There's also a new Conquest map that I have not even taken a look at because the 6th inning program is coming out on the 24th, but the bosses have been leaked today. We'll also have a July Player of the Month program on the 16th and a signature legend in set 34 for the headliner. So there's a lot of information to be keeping up with in MLB The Show. There's a lot of stuff dropping, but I wanted to focus on the brand new content as well as the leaked information in this video. So this is the Charlie Blackmon set 33 headliner. It is a Silver Slugger from 2015, I believe, and this card's very good. 115 contact, 116 contact against left, 105 power, 84 against lefties, so that's a little bit lower than it was last year. I also think the vision is slightly lower. We'll be comparing him in the next screenshot, but he does have increased fielding. He'll have silver defense in center field with 65 arm strength, which is terrible, and 72 speed. So this card is more looking like a bench bat against right-handed pitchers only. To me, I'm not really sure if I would pick this card up. He's probably not going for much on the market because he's not usable on defense, in my own opinion, with that 68 reaction. So yeah, he does have right around the same vision, so I was mistaken with that, but he does have more power against lefties. This is the card from MLB The Show 19. He had a June Player of the Month program, and this is exactly what I was talking about in my prediction video yesterday, how I thought we could see this card because he did have a great 98.5 overall. This time we have a 96. So here's Charlie Blackmon. I think that this is a solid card. He always has an amazing swing in the game. Very quick, two-handed swing from the left side, and one of the best beards in the entire game. So let's go ahead and get into some of this leaked information. This is really exciting. This is really important to keep in mind. And also, it is leaving us with a couple questions here. So for some reason, the pack for the 5th inning is now the 6th inning choice pack. This is actually the pack at 150 stars. For whatever reason, it shows the 6th inning bosses right there. Greg Maddux, Jimmy Rollins, and it looks like it could be a couple different left-handed hitters. It looks like it could be Stan Musial. It looks like it might be Ted Williams or Lou Gehrig. I'm leaning towards Stan Musial, though. It just looks like he is wearing a Cardinals uniform. It's tough to tell, but I will be going over some of the stats, the attributes that we might see. I'm also going to be comparing, Greg Maddux's 88 overall card as well as Jimmy Rollins' card from previous MLB The Show. And I also tweeted that out recently, talking about how I would love to see that card. So if we can get this Jimmy Rollins, Greg Maddux, and it looks like Stan Musial, this would be amazing. I really hope that the developers don't change these bosses, even though they might have leaked them a couple weeks early. So this is the right fielder, Stan Musial, that we had last year. I'm not sure if this is the card, though. I mean, it kind of looks like it could be the same uniform. He has a different finish here. That's the main thing that's throwing me off, but this card would be incredible. He always has a great swing. He plays first base and the outfield. I would love to see Lou Gehrig. I would, of course, love to see Ted Williams. It doesn't really matter who we get, honestly. I just wanted to provide a couple different options. I'm really excited about Jimmy Rollins, I would say. I could use my creative player at catcher, use that Jimmy at shortstop. Jimmy Rollins has always been one of my favorite players to use in MLB The Show. My grandpa's favorite player is Stan Musial, and of course I'm looking forward to trying out an endgame Greg Maddux, as this is his 88 overall card with his individual pitch attributes from Daddy League's Diamond Dynasty, that website online. So this card is pretty good. He will have increased velocity, I think, by a few miles per hour on his sinker and maybe even his fastball. I don't think Greg Maddux really ever threw over 93 miles an hour, maybe 94 in his prime. But if we get a signature series Greg Maddux, he could be very good. All of his pitches will have amazing control, as this 88 overall already does. I would think the hits and K per nine would be up near the hundreds, walks per nine up above 100, and control at 99, if not like 97 or 98. I would think that every single pitch would get increased pitching attributes for both break and control, as well as maybe a little bit of velocity differential on some of those pitches. So he might have a slower circle change. He might have a different curveball, might be like a knuckle curve or a slurve rather than just a regular curve. I'm not really sure. They might give him some type of crazy pitch that he didn't even really throw. Who knows? But he does already have a good mix. This is the Jimmy Rollins that we had from MLB The Show 17. If we max this card out with 125 scale, or at least scale it up to 125 when these attributes right here capped out at 99, this would be an amazing endgame shortstop. I think he could have close to maxed out contact against lefties. I think he'll have around 90 to maybe even 100 power against righties. I'm probably pushing it a little bit, but I would like to see a very powerful Jimmy Rollins with diamond defense. 88 speed is fine. You will be able to prestige these cards as well, so keep that in mind. With these 6th inning bosses that are leaked, you will be able to prestige them, and that will make them even better. So we'll have to keep that in mind. They might keep their attributes, slightly lower. Like Jimmy Rollins might have 87 fielding before the prestige card, boosting him up to 90. Might have like 85 speed type of thing. I think that we could see that. But let's take another look at this choice pack. It's really tough to tell if that is Stan Musial. I'll go ahead and zoom in as much as I can while trying to keep the screen clear. But it looks to me like that's not a Yankees uniform. It also doesn't look like Ted Williams' swing to me. It looks more like Stan Musial, but he does look like he's finishing with one hand. So it's tough to tell, man. It's really tough to tell. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys are excited about these bosses or if you're upset that they kind of leaked them a little bit early. I'm only making this video to help people prepare for the 6th inning. Maybe people want to buy the 5th inning bosses now and try to lock them in for that 6th inning voucher. But this is the Lou Gehrig card that we could get. I think that this card would make more sense to include him into the program with Jimmy Rollins and Greg Maddux, both end-game players, I would think. But you never know. I think that SDS could be waiting to release this card a different way. But this would make more sense to me in terms of all-around power and just position eligibility. He'll have first base. Those other people play, middle infield like Jimmy Rollins or a pitcher like Greg Maddux. So who knows? We could get an outfielder. It's definitely either one of these 3 guys. I honestly think it's either Stan Musial, Ted Williams, or Lou Gehrig. I don't think there's really any other choices that we can kind of determine off of just the leaked picture. But this Ted Williams would also make sense. An amazing power hitter. He came out around this time last year, I want to say, maybe even a little earlier. I'm not really exactly sure. It's hard to keep up with all the stuff from both years' games and when exactly everything was released. But we should start to see, more end-game players now. But also, I wanted to look at and see if there was anything else revealed. It just shows this 6th inning diamond pack in the 5th inning boss pack selection. So this is at 300 stars. I'm not really sure what caused this to happen. Maybe SDS will release the bosses a little bit earlier, but that will also affect, the 5th inning program. I don't think that will be the case, but who knows? I'm surprised that they actually leaked this stuff, but we have the information. I wanted to try and get the information out for everyone, and honestly, I think that Stan Musial would be a really good selection. Even though he has less power than the other guys, that might be the person that the community feels is the reward as well. I'm not really sure. I haven't really seen too much feedback. I'm trying to make this video as quickly as I can. But here is the leaked pictures. Here is all the leaked information. Once again, we have this home screen to wrap up with. We have the headliner, Charlie Blackmon, the brand new Conquest map linked up with the 5th inning. So who knows? With this leaked information, the bosses might not drop in price like I initially thought. They might actually go up because the 6th inning bosses are already revealed and they're really good. But headliner cards are coming out. A signature legend. I was thinking that could be signature series Bob Gibson, but honestly, I don't know if they would go with 2 Cardinals within 2 weeks. So maybe not. Maybe it's not Bob Gibson. That was my initial thought. I'll go ahead and stick with that prediction, even though it's probably not, because if we do have that Stan Musial in the 6th inning program, probably won't go with 2 Cardinals. But I just wanted to try and talk a little bit about that leaked information, the upcoming content in the game, and let me know what you guys think. Once again, let me know in the comment section. I've been trying to respond to a few comments here and there when I have some time, but I do try and read all those comments, even though I'm not always able to respond. So thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a thumbs up, subscribe if you are new, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.